Parents, guardians, you know, back to school, it is now as the supplies are being bought, lists are checked off, and the kids are just heading back together, sharing pencils, books, and most likely germs. Which brings up a question. Should kids be taking daily vitamins to help fight or ward off any sickness? Well, here now for our Take Action segment is Chairman of Pediatrics at GBMC, Dr. Timothy Doran. Thank you so much, Doctor, for coming in.
Good morning, Tom.
So it's a big question right now, and I know that you face this every day, whether to take, you get questions from parents all the time. So is it really advantageous for parents to give a child a multivitamin every day?
Well, the most advantageous strategy for a parent is to give their children good nutrition. Okay. So we're talking fruits and vegetables and grains, multigrains, and some dairy and some meats and protein. And a really balanced diet really does not require any additional vitamins in their diet.
Okay. Now, I do know that we've heard it, that parents will say, he just won't eat this, or she won't eat these fruits and veggies. She just won't, so I give him a multivitamin. Is that a good substitute?
I think it is. I mean, I think if you really have picky eaters that really are not eating much in terms of green leafy vegetables or eating any fruits or other vegetables, then it's reasonable to give a safe multivitamin to that child.
Well, I want to break down, if you are going into a store, there's so many different types of children's vitamins, I guess, out there. There's, and there's so many different concerns. You turn that around, look at that label, and then you hear in news reports, you hear about fat-soluble, water-soluble, all the different vitamins. Can you break that down for us real quick?
Yeah, well, the vitamins A, D, E, and K are fat-soluble. The B vitamins, the B-complex vitamins, and C are water-soluble. And I think the big thing is safety, is to make sure that what you're buying is safe. There are USP trademarks that go on these items to sort of certify that they've been at least tested. Okay. The FDA does not do that. The FDA treats it like a food rather than a drug, so there's a different level of oversight by the FDA, but there are other reliable organizations that will do that, so you feel they're safe.
But I've heard if you have fat soluble, you can actually create too much toxins. Is that true?
Fat-soluble vitamins can accumulate in your body. Okay. So yes, if you're taking too much of those A, D, E, and K, you can get toxic. The other vitamins are water-soluble. They will be lost in your urine. That's right. So you don't have to worry as much. So you should never take more than the recommended daily recommendation for the amount that you should be taking.
Do you see, I know vitamin D has become a big issue now. Kids are staying indoors. We're starting to see studies here that kids stay indoors so they need more vitamin D. Or I've even heard breastfeeding only parents need to supplement with vitamin D. Is that true?
They do. Breastfeeding mothers should be taking D from the very early start of after they've delivered. And vitamin D is a problem because of really sunscreen use. You can get lots of vitamin D in a very short period of time. In 20 minutes you can get thousands of units of vitamin D. Your body will then generate that vitamin D. But we're really slathering kids, which is good to prevent skin cancer, but on the other hand we're seeing more and more low vitamin D. So we do supplement older children with vitamin D if they're not taking enough milk, and that's 4 8-ounce glasses of milk a day, or the equivalent in cheese and yogurt. Right. So a lot of kids actually do need supplemental vitamin D.
All right. Dr. Doran, you're going to stay around with us real quick because we have some questions and answers that we're going to address here after the break. Dr. Timothy Doran with GBMC will be back taking your calls about children's vitamins and nutrition. If you have any questions, our phone lines are open right now at 410-481-4545. You could also send us a tweet at Fox Baltimore or go through our Facebook page. 7:53 is the time.